Yesterday at the practice. And we'll get a look at him here as it's tapped over to him by Danny Green. North Carolina at 29-4 on the year. The number 1 seed, the 3 seed overall in the tournament. Number 1 in the bracket. Here's Hansbrough taking on Johnson. Flips it too strong, and Johnson skies for the rebound. LSU got off to a fast start on Thursday in its win against Butler. Scored the first 9 points of the game. And this man with the ball, Marcus Thornton, poured in 30 on the afternoon. Down low they go. Chris Johnson couldn't handle it. And a turnover by the Tigers.
Well, the Tigers would love to get off to a similar start here tonight, Jim. They're going to have to be patient on offense. They'll run selectively, but the key will be how do they handle the front line strength of North Carolina.
Lawson puts up a shot from 3. No. Tapped over by Thompson, but into the hands of a Tiger, Marcus Thornton.
You see right away after the defensive rebound, no fast break opportunity. They'll walk it across the timeline and run offense.
Here's Thornton. Quick on the draw. Rebound, Mitchell underneath. Gets Thompson to collide, and he'll head to the line for a pair. Deion Thompson coming down on Tasman Mitchell. Mitchell, the 4th-year junior from Denham Springs, Louisiana, who along with Garrett Temple, 2 starters on the LSU Final Four team of 2006.
So they have championship experience, Final Four experience anyway. And both of these guys have had outstanding years. As you take a look at Trent Johnson,
he's had an outstanding year as well, coming over from Stanford, 27-7. Took Stanford to the Sweet 16 last year. With hope to do that with LSU here in his first season.
Also took Nevada to the Sweet 16 a few years ago.
Yep, 2004. Danny Green. The lane was left open. And up ahead they go to Thornton. Thornton cuts right through. Too strong with the layup. He doesn't miss many.
He sure doesn't, and just overshot that one. Excellent body control, but just too hard on the shot.
Hansbrough drives and somehow got it over the long reach of Chris Johnson.
Well, they got it over him, Jim, because he got his body into Johnson. We saw Matt Howard do that effectively in the game the other day as Butler was able to work inside. Johnson, a terrific shot blocker, but he doesn't have much weight or strength, so you have to get into his body to negate that shot blocking ability, and Hansbrough did it that time.
Bo Spencer, the point guard. That may have been intended for Mitchell, but it was snagged by Johnson. Now Mitchell, fade away, drops for a 2, had a foot on the line. He's got a sweet shot, just like Thornton.
Well, they're going to need both of those guys. They're leading scorers in play, normal point production, and then perhaps we'll need a third scorer to get into double digits tonight against Carolina.
And that's Hansbrough, and that's another thing they must need out of the effort here for the Tigers. Chris Johnson, physically, is he strong enough to stay with Hansbrough, who has all those low post moves?
But not just Hansbrough. You think about Ed Davis coming in, Deion Thompson.
There's another 2 by Mitchell. He's made 2 straight shots with a toe on the line.
Well, he's a tough cover for Deion Thompson, especially if he takes him out on the perimeter, Jim.
Here's Thompson. His turnaround bounces in.
See, that's good strategy there. At the offensive end for LSU, Tasman Mitchell is an undersized power forward who can step away and make the 3-point shot, but his range is probably more comfortably in the 18-foot area.
Mitchell. And that would have been 3 straight. Good box out by Danny Green, but Garrett Temple reached around, took it back, and fails to convert. Hansbrough, reach in Temple, and that's off the foot of Hansbrough. This crowd thought there had been a wrist slap committed by LSU, but no call there. Now, Lawson, just 3.5 into the game. What have you seen out of him so far, Clark?
Well, you know, he hasn't played since March 8th. We saw him there in that game in Chapel Hill against Duke. And you know he's going to be a little rusty. His conditioning level is probably down as much as 20%. So he's going to pace himself, but he's moving okay. But the lack of game action certainly will impact how he's able to play tonight.
Big Ed Davis, number 32, comes in for North Carolina. Freshman Thornton scores. and he is a pure scorer. Had his 10th career 30-point game